Hey, aloha. This is Ashtart, and this is a pick a card reading for love. I have 3 decks here, deck 1, deck 2, and deck 3, so you can pick any one of these decks that resonates with you that you think is going to give you the best message about your love situation or something you need to know about love. If you're having trouble choosing, just close your eyes and think of the first number that comes to mind between 1 and 3, and then open your eyes and pick that deck. So 1, 2, and 3, and I'll put the timestamps in the comments below. And I'm using the Stone Circle Oracle deck, and then the Energy Oracle cards are going to help us out. And while I was shuffling, a bunch of cards popped out, which doesn't usually happen to me, but it did happen, so okay, I just took them. And then all these cards wanted to come from the bottom of the deck as well. So these are messages for everybody who's watching this. At the bottom of the deck, we had 4th chakra Archangel Raphael, 2nd chakra Archangel Ariel, 1st chakra Archangel Michael, and door to personal healing and happiness. And the angels were telling me this is super important for you guys watching, this door to personal healing and happiness. They really want to let you know that they want you to walk through this door. They are they're sending you so many blessings and so many amazing things in your life in this rainbow, and there is a door open to you now. Regardless of what's going on in your love situation, there's a door to a new land that you can step through. That might be literal for some of you, that you might actually be moving to a new place. And this is a new place or a new state of mind, state of being, or a new job, a new mate that you meet that's going to give you so much love and so much happiness, and they really want this for you. So this 1st chakra Archangel Michael is, the avenging angel Michael. He and I know I say it Michael and Michael, because in my memories it's like Michael, and then when I the way he refers to himself now is Michael, so I'm just like, okay, whatever, I'll just refer to you as Michael sometimes. He's the avenging angel, and he, in this card, he's really guarding your base chakra, right? So that's your needs, your survival. And then the 2nd chakra, Ariel, this is all about your pleasure and your sense of kind of belonging in this world, which a lot of the time that's ascribed to the 1st chakra, which is right too, but the 2nd chakra is kind of more the way that you interact in this world, your sense of self. After your 1st chakra has established that I'm a human, I'm here, I exist, your 2nd chakra is like, oh, and here's why I exist. And then the 4th chakra is your heart chakra, and this is all the love that comes out from your heart, Raphael. So these 3 coming at the bottom of the deck in sequence like this is really amazing, that it was all chakra cards. It is all chakra cards that are really related to the twin flame journey, right? Base chakra and sacral chakra are very much like sex and pleasure, and the 4th chakra is very much love. And for your love situation, you're going to need to do a lot of chakra work, and your angels are bringing these to your attention specifically to say, you can't put this off. You can't say, oh, I'm not going to do the work. You actually do have to do the work. And they're saying, look at Raphael, look at his armor, and look at, you have to earn armor. You have to earn these wings. You have to earn this halo. He went through a lot of work to get here. He wasn't just naturally, this beautiful angel. And so you also have to go through work to be a glowing, amazing person. But they really believe that you can do it, and they have so much belief in you and trust in you for yourself, that they want you to be happy. It isn't even, for anything in particular, oh, you have this mission. It's just, no, they just want you to be happy. They're just that's all we want for you. And so all these cards came out. while I was shuffling and praying over the cards, and the first card that came out was the indecision card, and this was really strongly saying, for some of you in particular, that you're choosing between two people, and so you have this one person over here. So there's like a yellow butterfly and there's like a white butterfly, white, right? And so you have this one person over here, and maybe they make you feel good sensually, like that sacral chakra energy, but they're not really that pure. And then you have this other person that is kind of more pure, but you don't know what they're like. They're more of a mystery. You don't have as much experience with them. And so that's a little bit scarier. This person is safer, but they're in hot. They're, you just want to like have sex with them all the time. And so it seems like, okay, maybe I should go in this direction. But then this person is this person is going to give you a more loving, open experience and a more healing experience, a more wholeness. So ultimately, the choice is yours, but they are pointing that out, that you are choosing between two people and you need to make a choice to move forward. And you need to not, if you can, don't, ruminate on it for too long. Don't, hyper focus and, never make a decision because you're trying to, what are they saying? They're saying it's like you don't trust yourself, because you in your heart you know the right answer, you know what you're supposed to do, but you don't trust yourself. So you've been analyzing over and over and over and over and over instead of just moving forward. So you're allowed to trust yourself, and then these two came out, the temple path and adjacent possibilities. And adjacent possibilities is just, doubling down on the indecision card. It's just like you have these choices. You need to choose a path. You can't stay in this hallway forever. You need to move forward. You need to go in some direction. And the temple path is really saying that for your guides and your angels, that they would prefer you to choose the person who's like a little bit more pure and would complete you more. They understand in a human body, we're all in human bodies, that you kind of just want the sexual experience and the excitement and the drama, but they actually want you for your own completion as a human being on this planet, to move into your wholeness and to do that with a partner, and to move towards that partner that's going to see you for all that you are, see your mind and see your heart and your body and your spirit and your mission and just everything that makes you up. So that's kind of a long message to start with, but hopefully that all was kind of helpful and those cards were all like really wanting to be read. So we're going to go ahead and get into your actual readings now. So go ahead, if you picked one of these, we're going to start with deck 1 here, and if you picked 2 or 3, click on the timestamp in the comment section to get to your reading. Thanks. Okay, so for your reading, we have the Wise Woman, we have Set. That's intense. He's been coming up a lot recently. I almost never get him in my readings. Oh, and she's been coming up a lot too. Ophiolite. So this is my card that's kind of like just evil. And he's also evil. They're both pretty evil. I'm not trying to scare you. This is not supposed to be a scary reading, so please don't get scared. And of course, human beings are always more powerful than any force on the planet, and that's a fact. So, if you come across a bad spirit or a bad energy or any sort of thing that's intimidating you, you're actually much more powerful. And I think that's partially what's coming through in these cards, that they just want you to know that you're powerful. There may be, for some of you guys, there may be another woman or another man involved in your love situation, and they're kind of intimidating you, right? Like she has this sultry look and all these snakes around her. They're sort of intimidating you, making you feel like you're not so worthwhile or you're not worth it. And we also have this card Set, and he's battling a giant snake, right? So she's covered in snakes and he's battling a giant snake. And this is kind of telling me that it's just reaffirming what I said a second ago, that you do have the power to confront anything that's intimidating you. You are a super powerful being. You're in your own right. Excuse me. You're a super powerful being in your own right, and no one has power over you. What's meant to come to you will be yours. There's no one that can keep you from your destiny. So you don't have to worry about someone if you think like someone has done magic against you. Some of you have that situation, or if you think someone's just giving you a lot of like evil energy. They don't have any power over you, or you can confront them and stop their influence over you if you think that they're trying to hurt you. You have that ability. You don't have to fear anybody. And this wise woman card is really saying that you... Oh, for some of you guys, it's saying that you should actually ask an elder about your situation and be open and honest to an elder, and that some of you guys have kind of closed yourself off from your family and haven't really told them everything going on in your life, even though that they've been helpful in the past. And your guides are kind of saying, you know, they have more advice to give you, so ask an elder in your family, or as a trusted person. But they're saying really more like your family for advice about this situation, because, you know, they've been through some crazy stuff themselves, so they probably actually have some really good advice for you. And then your oracle card. Okay, this is interesting. You have financial constraints from the energy oracle cards. So this is also saying that part of the reason that you feel like someone has put some kind of curse energy on you, or like some witchcraft or something, is because you suddenly ran into some really bad financial constraints, some really bad financial situation. You might have lost some work, or like had reduced hours at work, or run into like a sudden big bill you had to pay, or like even some hospital bills you had to pay. Just something like really sudden out of the blue, and you felt like your luck was going really well, and then all this stuff came up out of nowhere. And I want to pull another card. Yeah, so that's what I thought. So the second card I pulled is Healer of the Ages, which is basically just saying that, you know, nothing has happened to your power, the same as we were saying earlier. Nothing has happened to your power. You know, there is no dark force on you, or if there is anyone trying to hurt you, you can confront them. You have power. So there's no power that can limit you or hurt you, and you have ultimate power over everything in your life. Okay, I really hope that helps you guys if you picked deck 1. If it didn't resonate with you, you can try picking deck 2 or deck 3, or pick another reading that I did on my channel, or even someone else's readings, you know, if this isn't resonating with you right now. Thanks for watching. Talk to you later. If you picked deck number 2, then here is your reading. Alrighty. Okay, so we have Dreaming Paleolithic. I love this card because it's so like soulful, right? We have the Athena card, and she's the goddess of wisdom in Greek mythology. And then we have the Mother Stone card. I love that card as well. And your oracle cards, we have Attachment, and we have the Sun. Awesome. I'm gonna put those aside for a second. Okay, so for your love situation, for you guys that picked deck number 2, let's see, what am I hearing? Okay, so for you guys that picked number 2, there's definitely something about motherhood going on. Like, I get a really strong motherhood vibe from these cards, and if this doesn't sound like your situation, you can maybe pick one of the other decks, deck 1 or deck 2, deck 3. Deck 1 was really specific too. These all seem really specific today for specific situations. So anyway, I'm getting a lot of mother energy from these cards, that you're maybe dealing with some issues in your love situation because you're a mom, or you're dealing with your child's mother, and there's just like a lot of mother stuff going on here. This one card, the Mother Stone, is really saying that or maybe you just got pregnant, and if so, congratulations to you. That's really beautiful. And you don't really have anything to be afraid of. They're really saying that strongly, suddenly. You don't have anything to be afraid of. You have like beautiful goddesses watching over you, right? You have beautiful ancestors watching over you, and you're actually totally and completely safe. So your pregnancy is safe. You are blessed if you're about to become a new mother. Um, this card is also saying that I'm just kind of listening because it's like a really quiet message for some reason. It's like speaking really quietly. Just like that secret knowledge, you know. Okay, so one thing that they are saying, because there's just like so much strong mother, so this is kind of like a pregnancy message in general. One thing they are saying is that if you just got pregnant or you're just becoming a mother, your intuition is going to be heightened. You are going to get new messages coming through to you. You are going to start channeling stuff from your ancestors, and that's completely natural, completely fine. You are encouraged to be sort of like a guide for your mate, for your partner, your husband, if you're the mom, or if this is, you know, your for your child's mother to be, that she is encouraged to really seek spiritual guidance. Maybe you're nervous about her, and like all the crazy visions she's been having recently, but you don't have to be nervous. Like, this is actually a part of the motherhood process. She is a divine vessel, divine guide, a divine source of wisdom and life, and this is her path. So if she's like being really psychic recently or telling you things that you're like, oh, I've never told anyone that, then actually that's perfectly appropriate. You know, women are naturally psychic, and if you're a new mother, about to be a new mother, that the goddesses are watching over you very closely too. They're not leaving your side. They're not going to leave you alone. Or for your child's mother, they're not going to leave her alone. They're by her side. And so this is also kind of talking about that there needs to be a balance too between between masculine and feminine. That the masculine, if you're masculine and you're watching this for your child's mother or mother to be, that you know you do need to make space. Athena's very 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 like feminist, you know, and I love feminist stuff. I love it. And she's very feminist, and she's very like, you know, make some space for the feminine. It can't just be men dominating. She's very like, she takes up space. And so that's what the message kind of is that you have to make space for the feminine to be, to exist, and that her knowledge is sacred. And then we have these cards, attachment and the sun. And so the sun is kind of also just like, you know, congratulations again on your beautiful new life, on your beautiful new family or addition to your family. Um, or if you already have your family, congratulations on being a great mom. You know, like you are a wonderful person, you're doing a great job, and you are totally super blessed. And then attachment is sort of saying, you know, it's kind of time to let go actually of anything that made you think that you didn't have it in you to be a great mom. You didn't have it in you to be really a perfect channel for divine. You're actually a wonderful person and you're doing a great job. So let go of anything that is telling you no or you're doing it wrong, and definitely always, always, always trust your guidance. Okay, that's what I have for you guys in group 2. Thanks for watching. I hope that was helpful. Okay, if you picked deck number 3, then this is what I have for you. Alrighty. It's all gods and goddesses. That's perfect. And here's your oracle card. Contract. Alright. Oh, you get 2 more. Door to Romance, awesome, and Rest and Rejuvenation, super cool. Okay, so you got Hades and Persephone, you got Hecate, and you got Madame Pele, or Mama Pele, I call her, because when I was on Big Island, she was a super good mama. Okay, so Let's start with Hades and Persephone. So for your love situation, you guys to pick deck number 3. Um, these guys do not like each other. Um, but we also have this door to romance card, and we have this contract card too, right? So this is kind of a complicated, messy situation, is what I really strongly get. For some of you, you might be married already, and you might be wanting to get out of the marriage, or you might be engaged and wanting to get out of the engagement, or you might be just having trouble with maybe some other contract, like you want to buy a house together, you decided to move in together, but suddenly you guys started fighting, and you're just like really angry at each other, and there's no peace in the house, there's no peace between you, there's a lot of like back and forth. And what I get from this is that there isn't one side that's right between the two of you. Neither one of you is right. You guys kind of just have to drop this. You don't have to, but that's the guidance I have for you, is that, you know, you both are not, there's not one right party. You're both just kind of angry because you're kind of just stressed. You know, there's not anything bad that one person did or the other. There was misunderstandings, like something got taken out of context, and you're not really understanding anything right now. And so Hecate is like also a goddess that, like, she lights the crossroads. She shows truth, and so she's really like, and then she also has her guard dogs. So she is looking out for, you know, so if someone does wrong, like these dogs are gonna eat her up. She is